And of course, good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Jason over here, Signature Esports, and a pleasure it is to have you. God bless the USA. Well, you aren't joking out there. Appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. We're going to have a ton of fun. BNR Cup Series, week number 2 is going to be pretty much everything that you could ever ask for. They're going to run 120 laps around this 2-mile track, and they're going to have some fun. I'm excited. Hopefully you're excited as well. We're going to move some things down real quick. I want to make sure that you can see all of the logos for the BNR Cup Series, because, we're using some new stuff. It's going to be a ton of fun. Thank you to everybody out there watching Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. It's going to be an absolute blast for this stint. 50% fuel in the cars. They're going to have a couple of tire changes here, and so this is going to make some fast stops, and a ton of strategies going to come into play here. If there's cautions, that'll play into it, but the fuel strategy here, probably the biggest thing that I'm seeing, is they're going to finish up qualifying, and we're gonna take a look at a few things here. Thanks to all the new stuff that I have going on with it. We got a couple of drivers in the driver area. That's going to be a ton of fun. If you don't know my name, well, that's my name. I appreciate you very much. My name is Jason. I'm with Signature Esports, and this is what I do. So it's going to be a ton of fun. Thank you to everybody again for tuning in. Let's see the race here. Well, here's where we're at. Autoclub Speedway, 120 laps, the 2-mile length. Deep Banks is going to be the big thing here. Remember the Black Friday sale. This coming up here for iRacing. So go to iRacing.com to get your membership today. It's going to be a ton of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited. Hopefully you're excited as well. And some of the big factors here, California racing is going to be hot and heavy for these drivers, and that's going to play a big factor. We'll take a look at all the race information as soon as they load into qualifying. Let us LC, let's see, ticker. There's the ticker, new ticker up on the top of your screen right there, being our point standings for the drivers. Big win last week for our good friend Jacob Carter. He won the Daytona race, locking himself into the championship. Of course, there are minimums that you have to reach with that, but he's ready to go. You know that he's going to be exciting. Also on top, you're going to be able to see the fantastic stream schedule that I'm going to have as well. We do all kinds of different streams, including gaming and, just the fun stuff. Joker Rage out there on Twitch. Good to see you out there. Number 13 in the house. Drinking it up. Cheers to you, brother. Appreciate you very much. James, give us a like out there on Facebook. Let me pull up the stream channels because, occasionally I forget to do that. And that way I can keep up with what everybody's doing. Hello, Buck. How are you doing out there? Good to see you, of course. We will jump over to our creator dashboards here so we can keep up with what everybody's doing. Good to see you out there. All right, they're going to load in. Good luck to everybody. Good luck to you as well out there. Everybody's going to have a ton of fun. Let's go over our starting grid as soon as I hit the Creator Studio area, because that's just what I have to do. And I want to make sure that I see what everybody's doing out there because, that's just the way things roll. Let's go 88, Page Motorsports. Let's get it, fellas. Good to see you out there, Page. As we're going to go and click on a couple of buttons. We are good to go. I can see everybody out there. Starting grid for the Autoclub 240 is going to be Lance McKinney. He's going to be your pole sitter here. The number 48 has a fast lap time out there, so he's going to be looking to try to lead here. Bud Shearer is going to be there, the 93 on the outside pole. Sam Harrell and Brandon Moore. Dakota is going to be out there in the number 37. The 45 is going to be there in 6. Austin Moore, I do believe we have his camera. 2 months straight. Thank you, TKS. Appreciate you very much. Bill Hale's out there. Chris Hall's going to be out there as well. Brendan's keep the 42. Mr. Brock there. Good to see Mr. Brock out there. Jorge's going to be out there in the number 28. Ricky's going to be in the 43 there in row number 6. That's taking us all the way through, about halfway through the field, a little bit more. John Hammond, good to see Mr. Hammond out there. The number 10 has Dustin Germain there as well, and the number 22, Nathan Bogart, the 66, is going to be out there. Brock Page at the 62, Brian Beach and Ryan Chapman. That'll make up row number 9. Coltier Jr. is going to be there with Ramsdale to his outside in that 10th row. Bridgman, Cameron Smith, Jerry West, Brian Huntley Jr., all those drivers are going to have a ton of fun. I'm excited. Hopefully you're excited. It's good to see Mr. Reynolds out there. Mr. Goat Racing himself. Mr. Van Squik, he's going to have a ton of fun. Zach into number 2. I know that it looks like Duscher, but it's not. I promise I will get it right throughout the race. Anthony Circle is going to be there to his outside. Justin in the number 51. Rich in the number 36. Dave in the 4. And Randy's going to be out there. 32 drivers in the field. I do believe that's going to be the end of that. And we're going to be ready to rock and roll. Thanks for cheering for 100 bits. Queenie, what's going on out there? Giving 88 some love. And man, I'm ready to go. Are you ready to go? Good evening to you as well. Thank you to all the Twitch folks out there. Appreciate you very much. Keep that rolling. NSM is out there. The number 24 rolling. They're gonna have some good racing here. I think that's what we're gonna go. Let's go, says Queen. I hope you are ready because I am ready. The race is gonna be a little loud today because Go Phil says Buck out there. Buck given Phil is literally gonna be the popular driver here in this series. I see it coming. We all see it happening. It's gonna be a ton of fun. Speaking of Phil, I want to make sure that he is loaded in. James giving us a bunch of shares out there and liking the stream on Facebook. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate you very much. Make sure that you do so. If you haven't done it, join the Signature Esports Facebook group. And, of course, in all ways, make sure that you get out there, follow us on Twitch, and sub if you want. You don't have to. It's not a requirement. But if you do, you can join our Discord, and you can win a free game every Sunday. There's an opportunity to win one of those. Hydrate, says Buck. You aren't lying. You aren't lying. Thanks for cheering the bits out there. And, Karen Racing, thank you for the follow. NSM following us out there. Man, let's manage the requests. Get everybody the hydrates. Waiting for the green flag. About 26 to 28 laps. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Green! 48.93. Going to be side by side already early into 1. Burke, you're out sick today. That's not. Don't be out sick. You don't have the COVIDical, do you? Hope that you don't. Hopefully you feel better. I hope that you do feel better. Man, oh man, we know that getting sick out here is going to be. It's never good for any person to feel ill. But I tell you what, look to see you back here very soon. 48 getting a good run. There's the 93 to the outside. It looks like that run's going to be happening there to the outside. 48 giving up a little bit of room side by side. 3 wide into each other. Little door banging happening early. Man, they were getting at it early. Woo, that was made me nervous. But Shearer here in the 93, he's going to have that Canadian lead. Highline running for the drivers already into turn number 1. As we're going to be looking at what is happening with the 93. Moore in the 5. Brandon Moore back here more specifically. He's trying to hold on to that outside. The 48 of McKinney. There in that Lowe's machine. If you lose the draft here, it becomes a big issue. But there's 3 different lines. You're going to see 3 and 4 wide throughout this race. And I tell you what, that is going to hold. That's going to be every battle that you're going to see. 42 of Inskeep there, trying to make it 3 wide, trying to clear himself as well. There's a lot going on, and right now 40.87 the fastest lap. There's the 45. Track time helps. That's right. The COVIDical. We're calling it the COVIDical because I follow that dude on TikTok. He's absolutely hilarious. Let's see if Austin Moore is doing pretty good in his racetrack. Go Circle says that. Who's that? Oh, that's the Gator Hater. What's up, Gator Hater? Good to see you out there. There's Austin Moore driving his happy little tushy around this track. Here's what it looks like on the inside as he rolls through turn 3 and 4 onto the front stretch. Thank you very much, my Mrs. Signature, bringing me that hydrate juice. Appreciate you very much. What was that? My special dinner's about done. Gluten-free enchiladas. We're going to have some enchiladas, folks. It's going to be great. Look at that concentration from the 45 is rolling, going right to the outside of the 48. Highline, the best line here, especially whenever you're trying to pass early. These cars are light with 50% fuel in these cars. It's really going to be a ton of fun. You know what? We do have Mr. Bridgman. We do have him. Here he is inside of his car. Oh, there's his camera. There he is. There's the number 88 in all of your hearts. He's got a whole lot of traffic in front of me. You hear him out of the gas trying to make it work. And I tell you what, they are really trying to hold on. 17.97 in front of him. Right, you hear how much out of the throttle he is here. And that draft's super important. So he's going to be focusing, trying to make it work all the way through. every corner. Look at the three wide racing early on. You can really find yourself in a gap, and if you're not if you're not pushing it, well, then you're not making any kind of ground. Three wide racing in front of him. As we'll go back to our main camera here and take a look at what it looks around him. The Amp 88 still getting some love. Thank you very much for everybody out there shouting out your favorite drivers. I got another driver cam. I think we got a few driver cams out there. We'll have to take a look and see who's all left in there. There he was. He was getting some screen time. He knows it. He knows he was getting some screen time. Appreciate him getting out there. I appreciate all the drivers soaking up some of their internet because I will tell you it does take a little bit to do these, but they're able to use their phones to do this as well. So it's kind of awesome. It's something that I wanted to bring in when I very first started this, and these drivers throughout all of the series have been able to make it happen for me. So big appreciation to all of them. More Mr. Bridgman, and of course Brian here in the number 18. Trying to hold on. Oh, I squished his photo there. We don't want to squish his photo. I'm going to fix that real quick, folks. Apologies. My bad. We want to make sure that he's not squished. So you're going to see me do this live, and how much he's going to be able to hold on. Look at him. He's smiling. He's happy. Look at that. He is getting ready to go. We squished his photo pretty bad, though. I'm so sorry about that. There's Brian Huntley Jr. there in the number 18. I usually have a big old frame around it, but there it is. There's the frame. Appreciate it. There we go. We'll line it back up. How's that sound? Oh man. Oh, don't do that. Don't press buttons you're not supposed to. Don't do that. That's a bad situation. Hold on. Love my job. Oh, I love what I do. Thank you, folks, for being patient. Get a laugh out there every once in a while. Even I mess up, so that's how it is. There's Brian Huntley Jr. there. He's got that going. 18-23 right there. Let's take a look and see what's going on up front. Bud is out front. 0.4 of a second as Hale tries to keep it rolling. 93, 34, 42, 5, 45 of the 98. That's going to be the way it's rolling. Chris there. And the 98. Whoa, up next to that wall. Did you see how close he got to that? He was riding high like a free bird as the pedigree 98 rolls the corner. As the 12 to the inside. Brock trying to challenge for 8th here as the midline kind of runs. Let's take a look at your race information on the middle of your screen there. BNR Cup Series. I don't think they're going to do any breaks, so forgive the breaks and all that information. That's not supposed to be there, but they do have a quick fix. That is a real thing. 3 tire sets plus the set they started on. They do have 1 fast repair for today's race, so good to see that in this series. 2 miles in length. The track temperature 83 degrees, which means they're pretty much going to be able to drive wherever they want. The partly cloudy skies haven't really played a factor. We haven't seen any cloud cover on the track as of this moment, so it's going to be interesting to see how they're going to be able to make it work. Let's roll through your top 20. Bridgman in the number 88 trying to make some moves there to the inside, has a 00 to his outside as Robert Reynolds tries to keep that high line rolling. There's a whole lot of traffic going on here. Jorge in the 28 is going to have some fun. Brock Page in the 62s there in 17. Ryan Chapman up 2 spots, trying to go back and forth with some drivers. 3 wide. Tuck and roll. Duck, dodge, dive. It's Autoclub. That's what it is. The 6 to the inside. Ryan Chapman trying to hold on. That's a big old 5-way battle. 3 and 4 wide. Trying to get out of the corner exit. There's the 6 trying to hold on. Brock Page, Brian Beach there in the number 17 trying to carry forward as well. There is Lance McKinney and Michael Coulter Jr. trying to hold on as well. Lance McKinney falling back from the pole position. Fastest on the racetrack during qualifying, but now finds himself back here in 13 positions. John Hammond up 2. He's in 11th. There's Joshua Brock in the number 12. He is still trying to make those passes. The 18 trying to find a roll here. The 98 and 9th. Dustin Germain, the 22, up 6 spots. Trying to track down Bill Hale, who's right where he started. The 53 really holding on. Brandon Moore, the number 5, off 2. Sam Harrell, the 34, off 2. And I tell you what, Austin Moore up 2. Dakota Kramer there in
That 37 machine is up 2 as well. The 42 is up 7, one of the biggest movers of the race, and Bud Shearer up 1, started second, and he's been able to hold on to that lead for a little while. Biggest mover of the race right now, the 00, he's up 11/12 positions, trying to make it work as they come around the racetrack, trying to be in quarter. Ooh, 48, really trying to find his way around this racetrack, and not able to get the line that he wants. I kind of wonder what he's been doing here. Lance McKinney, realistically, just trying to find that right lane. 10 up into the wall right there. You see a little bit to the right side. That's John Hammond right there. He fell back a few spots since he was up in, I think he was up in 9th. Now back to 16th. Oh, 17 going around. Something happened with Brian there. He's able to get it straightened out, and he's going to go back to the green flag racing. No caution here. Big old racetrack. We're talking 80 feet across for these drivers in most of the lanes, as the 93 is able to pick back up the pace. 42 rolling. There's the 45 to the inside. I'm sorry, the 42 there to the inside. There's Brett Inskeep in the 42. Kramer trying to make that midline run. Run of the marble paint scheme here. What an iconic Chevy paint scheme that you're seeing on your screen. I kind of dig it. Hopefully you dig it as well. Let's go through some TV static cameras. Listen to the sounds. Ford Tough, what is up with you? Hopefully you're having a fantastic day out there. Good to see you in the chats again. You're all having a great night. You see Autoclub starting to work. What's the pitch strategy like? Well, the pitch strategy in this racetrack is going to be 00 needs to get up there and help the 93. 93 has been under attack for a minute. 00 right there in 11th position. He's made some moves, but he's got to hold back a little bit. Michael Coulter Jr. up 10 as well. Brian Huntley Jr. has made it up 10 spots. Van Scoik in the number 23 has been up 10 as well. There's a lot going on this track. Let's see if we can get a good blimp view here. I do believe the blimp view will show a little bit more here where the justice might be able to lie. There's the 23 of Van Scoik driving the DoorDash machine. I think John Hammond just might have that right side. That right side damage just might be enough here. They're going to run between 25 and 28 laps. I think that's going to be the pit cycle here, based off of just fuel mileage, fuel numbers that I've known from the past. And you look at the 93 who is out front, the guy burning the most fuel right now. That's going to be that driver right there. 53 of Bill Hale's there to the bottom. The 53 is working it, but there's Austin Moore still trying to track him down. As you see, the blimp camera really focuses it in on just how much speed they're carrying around. Thank you to everybody out there tuning in. Remember, like, follow, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, all that fantastic stuff. Let's go check in on our drivers, see what they're doing here. Austin Moore in that second position has got a ton of work out. He's got drivers to the inside, to the backside. There's the 93. Just trying to ride around with the 93 at the moment. You can save a ton of fuel here. Out of the gas early into the corner. Listen to kind of where he is making ground. The 93 holds that very, very, very high line. 45 trying to cut off the track a little bit. Utilize that draft to catch him in turn 3. Caution's going to come out. Something going on. Holy goodness gravy. Go back. Whoop. Jorge involved. Let's see what happened. Oh, the 97 up into the 18. And then the 28 comes down. Gets into another driver trying to avoid there. So a little bit of rear damage for him. That wasn't too bad. Hold on. Let's go back. You know my favorite. Far chase view. Oh, 97. Hold the phone. That's Jeff Ramsdale there. Looks like the 97 18 was making a move. Let's see what happened here. Oh, 97 still there. 18. Oh, 18, a little bump. 97 thought 97 was still supposed to be clear and wasn't really all that clear. So a little racing incident right there goes a long way. 97 doesn't do too bad about saving it there. He's going to need some of those fresh, good years in that virtual Sunoco fuel. And first caution's going to happen lap 19. Do you take tires? Because they've just started with their tires. They're going to have to run. By the time we go back to green flag racing here, it should be lap 23-ish. So if they go back on 23, that means they're going to have a longer stint, maybe a splash and go now or a splash and go at the end. As you see everybody come to pit road, and they're going to need that fuel. Because the last thing you want to do is go get back out there and race, and about 3 laps later, you're in on pit road. So we'll see what happens here as the whole field comes to pit road. Anthony Zirkle, one of the drivers back there as well. There is our number 61. Normally, Zirk is in there. Zach, the number 2, out of the race. Hopefully he's doing okay. There's the 51 in on pit road. We will see who's going to win the race off pit road here as you see all the drivers dropping down into where they need to be. The 48 trying to hold on. You know who's going to be your race leader?
Dakota Kramer.
Number 37, in and off pit road. I think he just got fuel. I don't think he took tires, which is kind of smart. Bud did take tires. Austin Moore might have taken right sides only. Maybe he got a little bit of damage fixed. I'm not quite sure. You know, these things do happen. They do happen. Uh-oh. Don't blink. Don't blink. I know just what you're thinking. You know, it is that time of the evening where the internet might decide that it doesn't like me today. 37, 22, 93, 45, 00. There it is. He did make up a ton of spots. Reynolds all the way up to 5th, biggest mover of the race. Well, that is that 00. He's up 20 positions. He started 25th, and that is where he is at. Next biggest mover, a buddy over at Goat Racing. There is Mr. Charles Van Squick, the number 23. He comes to pit road. He came in for fuel only. And that's the thing, is that Robert Reynolds came in for fuel only. I don't think he took any tires. You know, they only have 3 sets of tires to change into. Now, by limiting those tires, that puts them, no matter what, somebody, because this caution happens, if they get another caution, cool, they're safe. All good. They have enough tires. They can come into pit road and change their tires once again. But I suspect they're going to have to run these tires down. And realistically, because of the way these drivers are going to be holding on, you're going to start seeing where this tire fuel strategy. Some drivers took tires early, probably trying to extend that lead for that green flag pit stop that they're going to need later on, because they're going to have to take a fuel-only pit stop. There's no way around it that these drivers are not going to be able to do that. There's possibilities that some of these drivers are going to be out there getting splash and goes towards the end of the race. We'll see what happens, because 20 laps in, they've got 100 laps to go. Now they're completing lap 21 under caution here. Lights are going to be off on the pace car. We're going to go back to green flag on 22. It's just going to make it interesting. I'm excited. Are you excited? We're all excited. We're going to go green flag racing once again. 22, 37, 93, 45 is going to be your front 2 rows. Pace car dives off onto pit road. Once again, we're going back at it. Green flag waves. Kramer to the outside, 22. I think Dustin might have missed a gear there. I'm not quite sure if he started in a lower gear, because he did not get the restart that you would have expected out of that front row on the bottom side. So he's holding on. 22 outside, inside. I don't know. He cut off a lot of the track there on the restart. The 93 of Bud Shear trying to go back to the lead, and he's going to do so. He's going to have the draft at the 37, the 45 to the outside. It is 3 up there. There are 3 drivers up there really trying to make some things move here. Down to the bottom, there is the 00. He is going to be their midline, trying to close some of that line off. There's a 45 up high. Toyota, Chevy, Ford, Chevy. Brock Page up 8, the number 62, roll in as well. He is going to have a ton of fun. Let's go 88, says Queenie. Queenie, good to see you out there. Burke, I think no tires was a good answer here. Dakota Kramer in second here, right behind Bud Shearer. No problem with not taking tires here so far. Most of these drivers are able to run that midline still, and I would say that their tires are probably around that 90 zone. Now, Bud he's kind of checked out. He's just doing his thing. You know, that's just what he's doing. Ryan Chapman, he's took pretty good too. He came in when he came to pit road. He went ahead and took 4 tires. He's like, you know what? I need to ensure that I'm gonna have this. Bud holding on for dear goodness. 2 Canal. Brett Inskeep looks like he is having a blink problem there. Hopefully he's doing all right. Philip Bridgman in the number 88. He is there inside the top 22. I think he is just kind of biding his time. Hopefully his camera's not doing that, because that would be absolutely awful. I think he switched to his phone, so hopefully that's good for him. To the inside, John Hammond trying to roll through it. Look at the roll out of the corner there. The Armor All number 10. I think he got some optional taken care of there. I don't think that he took any tires. I think he got some of that option taken care of. So that's what it looks like there. We'll try to drive on board with Mr. Bridgman, since we all like this guy, because he's going to be the most popular driver here. That's for darn sure. There he is. Right to the bottom. There's the 88. Look at all that traffic in front of him. He's like, I don't want to be up there yet. I don't know where to be. How do you pick? So here's my question. Now, I do drive in the iRacing platform, folks. I get out there and race occasionally. But how do you pick where you need to be here with all of that in front of you? That's if you're out there and you're racing, what would you think if you saw all of this? Because Shearer's checked out 2.3 seconds in front of the field. You see him in turn 1 as these drivers kind of work their way in. But you see everything that's going on here. Some drivers all the way to the bottom, and some drivers just hugging that high line like it's none, and like it's just rolling. Hammond really holding on here and doing a decent job at it. He came in 15.28 on the clock. There's the 45. He's got no front clip now. Something happened to the 45. He fell back pretty substantially here, as you see the modified running around the racetrack. Austin Moore, I think he might have had contact earlier. I have to go up and see. It says it didn't say he stopped anywhere. So that fast repair is going to come in handy for the 45. Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see what happened to the 45 there. I kind of dropped back for everybody. 22 in 4th. There's Page back there as well. 27 of 120 for the drivers. Austin Moore, when he came to pit road, I think he took fuel only. He might have got a little bit of right side. I don't know. He's 11:47. He might have taken 2 tires. We'll see what happens here. There's the 88 to the inside. 3 wide from 20th. Is now Philip Bridgman up to 19th. Brian Huntley Jr. right in front of him. That's going to be the next driver he's tracking down. Charles Van Scoyk, another driver that's up. The 10 of John Hammond. He is real. And look at, he's ripping that track up like it's his own. He restarted back there in 18th, and he's already back up to 12th. So he's back up 6 spots, and he's continuously moving forward now as he's up 1 spot from the start of the race. He started 13th at the start of the race, so back to 18th on the restart. And now Hammond rolling as they're trying to track down Bud Shearer, who was 2.4 seconds out in front of the field, but now Nathan Bogart, the number 66. Now, look what he's doing. That National Guard paint scheme is rolling through the corner very nicely. Snap on 38 of Coulter behind him. And Page, McKinney, Jermaine, Kramer, Chapman, Reynolds, Brock. That's going to be your top 10. Hydrate for the best of us. Time for me to do just that. I'll be back. 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Thinking a new follower out there on Facebook, James Wormsley. Appreciate you very much. Brad Young giving us a like out there. Good to see you, Brad. Thank you to everybody out there on Twitch watching and enjoying the stream. Thank you to everybody watching out there on YouTube as well. Much love to you. I always have to tell everybody that I do simul stream on all 3 platforms. So do keep that in mind. Whenever I game, I do Twitch and Facebook at the same time. So my goal is to just be out there and have a ton of fun and just kind of be the best at what we can be. And if it wasn't for the fact these leagues bring me in here to do this, I wouldn't know what to think. And right now, Shearer, who had a 2.4 second lead, that's being swallowed up pretty quickly. As they're about 1 second off of the pace, they're going to start catching the draft. These three cars have worked together very well. Lance McKinney, the 48, trying to work his way back to the front, as he and Chapman are now about 3.5 seconds off the pace of the race leader. Brock Page is the next driver that I think is maybe settling, because his last lap was about 0.7 of a second faster than the race leader. So they're really making it work. They're going to make it stick, and I think that's where they're going to be at. Here's a Facebook page. Make sure you give us a like and follow on Facebook, facebook.com/signature esports. Thank you very much for everybody that has. And if you haven't gotten out there, make sure that you ! Discord. You can get out there and let me know what you think of that. And then, of course, twitch.tv/signature esports. That is the platform of all platforms for all the gaming, all the fun. Thank you to everybody that is out there watching right now. That's it. That's all my commercials for today. Hope you enjoyed them. 93 of Shearer. Well, he's going to have to start defending. 4-tire pit stop working out for a lot of drivers. First driver on older tires is going to be Dakota here in the number 37. He is only fallen back to 9th. About 5 seconds off of the 93 here. Battle for the lead starting to heat up. Caution's going to come out. That is only going to be... Oh, man. That's bad timing. What's up, for? Good to see you. Did you missed it? Don't know. Oh, Facebook.com/signature esports, Twitch.tv/signature esports, YouTube.com/ you guessed it, signature esports. It's all my commercials. All right, let's I appreciate you. Here's the yellow flag. Let's see what happened here. Something happened here. Oh, there it is. There it is. All right, so that was the 98 right there. That's Christoph. 98, 51 into each other. Ooh, looks like the 51 had a run there. I'm backing it up because it didn't show up on my relative that they had crashed. So, woo, they're 4 wide. 98 right there. 14 up into the 51. Man. Oi, and they're still wrecking. Oh, man. You know what that deserves? There it is. Helicopter award for the 98. Go back one more time. Yeah, we'll go back one. I think everybody's going to come back to pit road. This will be an opportunity for the drivers who didn't take tires last time to do so. 51. And that's worth watching again here. Let's take a look at what that's Justin here in the 51. 14 is down low. 14 trying to carry the draft. He's out of the corner. Let's watch this develop. 14 goes from the high lane to the low lane. Watch this right here. Woo! 14 into the 98 kind of got to the wall there. Slowly checked everything up. 14 down low. 51's there. Oh, the 14 thought that he had that lane. He didn't expect the speed. 88 of Bridgman might have gotten a penalty there. Hopefully he didn't get a black flag from trying to avoid all that. Because that does happen occasionally. All right. Driver's still out on the racetrack. Mr. Bogart. Mr. Page. Mr. Chapman, and the number 17 is still out there. These drivers came in on lap 19. Brian Huntley Jr. Says he still came in on 19, but he just came to pit road. That's a little weird. I don't know. Got a little left side damage. Rich Crane. I don't know. He's in on pit road. He would be a race leader here. Something's going on with the relative. What's going on with the relative? Lap 35. And you know what, folks? I'm going to reload the relative. So, oh, there it is. Woo! Like SDK did something naughty. It wasn't working. 66, 62, 17, 6, 38, 10. There's your Powerball numbers and your front six. John Hammond there looking to try to capitalize. Kind of want to see if some drivers who Brett Inskeep's still in on. He's in on pit road one more time. He's probably coming down to get some of that damage repaired. Brian Huntley Jr. Still got some left side damage, so we'll see what's going on. Something kind of went. Oh, freaky deaky there. Let's see. Austin Moore, I think he might have got himself. He did. He went in and got himself a brand new Toyota Camry. For the time being. We'll see what happens here. 36 of 120, about a quarter of the way through this race. I'm sorry, third of the way through this race. Let me do my math correctly. We're over a quarter of the way. As we're going to be seeing what these drivers are capable of on the second restart of the race. The racing has been really, really intense and really, really, really good. Able to try to justify that. When you're that low on the racetrack, though, and you're when you're three wide, usually it's three. Your spotter says, I'm three wide in the middle, you're three wide up top. It never tells you, I don't think any of the spotters tell you you're three wide on the bottom. And if they do, well, that right there becomes a big issue. So we're going to see what we're going to be able to do here. Bogart, Page, Beach, Chapman, Hammond, Coulter, Brock, Kramer, McKinney, Germain is going to be there. We're going to have some fun. They're going to go back to Green Flag Racing. We're going to ride along with Brian Huntley Jr. Had to change his number. So the big checkup come up right in front of him. He had to let out of the gas. He has that left side damage. That is happening right now to his car. So he's going to be hurting for a little bit. I don't think he took his fast repair. I think he has saved that car for a minute. We'll see these drivers try to make some ground here, make up some moves. One of the drivers I'm going to check in on is a driver right in front of him. Maybe to the bottom side of him. He is right there with him. That's going to be Mr. Austin Moore here. Woo, getting squirrely. Up and around, inside out. 14's there, double zeros there as well. Man, they're rolling. In the middle. Now, I know you can't see it, but I might as well get rid of it. There it is. There's a driver to his inside right there. The 53, 14 rolling with him. SRTV Network on the back of that one. Man, oh, man. And that's how you go from 16th to 11th. Josh Brock in on pit road. This is the 45. He was just able to hold on to it and kind of work his way around. Does a phenomenal job right now. Whoa! What scared me a little bit? I was watching my left side screen. You guys have my middle capture here. I've got 6 screens up here, and I watched him come up the track, and I was like, holy cow, he's coming up hard. And he did, and it was awesome. Scared the crap out of me. There he is, down out of the throttle. You hear the 45. 3 wide onto the front stripe. As we still continue here. 40 of 120. We are officially 1/3 of the way through the race. And still roughly about 3 pit stops away from calling this one a green flag run. 17 to the high side. 45 kind of drifted up a little bit there. He's going to be right behind the 93 of Shearer, who's trying to work his way back to the front again. 22 out front, doing a decent job of leading here. He's got Bogart right behind him. As he has that Ford on lock, you see him rolling. You see him hating. And right now, right behind him, everybody's riding dirty in the dirty air. And the only thing that you can really do here, it's hard to pass on this racetrack when it comes to finding the right line. If you've got a bunch of traffic around you, in which they do, look at that, 3 and 4 wide. 5 wide, look at that, coming around the corner. Man, holy cow. Made me nervous. Made me pucker a little bit there. You never know what's going to happen coming out of a corner into a corner as the 14, Mr. Wheezy himself, drives into the bottom here. 62 up high, side by side with the 14 and the 62. Now 3 wide with the 6. Chapman there in the middle. Rolling hard. Bill Hales, Bogart, Sam Hurl in the front. There's the 34. Having a decent day. John Hammond's going to be a lap down. He's coming off of pit road. Went ahead and took that fast repair. I do believe he went ahead and got it. So he rolls in just a little bit early here. Comes off of pit road. It's going to be a lap first. He's going to be the first car 1 lap down. He is really doing a decent job at it as well of trying to pick his battles, and that's a good thing. Find yourself there in the middle of the field. You see the 18 is going to need some nose repairs. 42 there to the inside. Brand new tires, brand new car for the 10. As he's going to let the 42 go by. Probably just going to, I would just sit there and hold on and ride for a little while. Just because you want to make sure that, oh, man, leader's getting into it. Bill Hales, 34 down low. Caution's going to come out. Big one happens. And hopefully Hammond made it through there. Because he just came off the pit road, and he was right there. That is a big old wreck. Man. Holy goodness. Bill Hales right here. Here's what happened. Here's the 40. This is for the race lead. And we'll far chase this one because why not? 53, 34. 34. 53. Ooh, a little tire touch, up and over, inside out. That looked painful. If that was in real life, there'd be cause for concern. Is everybody trying to slow down here, get around that traffic? Man, oh man, let's go back. We're gonna do that again. Inside the cockpit of the 53. Look at that impact. Oh man, that would make me nervous. Engine is blown. Oh, and the traffic in front of him. I think his car did die. Man, oh man. He had a 34. There was just, to me, it looked like there was just a little bit of a racing incident there, but a little bit of code that pulled the cars together a little bit. Yes, side draft does do that to these cars in real life as well. So that right there kind of gives me a cause for concern on what was going on. 66, 22, 34. That's going to be your top 3 right now, and some you're going to see him come to pit road. The Nathan Bogart needs to come to pit road anyway. The 22 is going to go ahead and stay out, and I do think that John Hammond should have been your lucky dog. He should be your lucky dog. By the way, the scoring should have worked there. He should have been the lucky dog on this. So we'll see if iRacing will release him to get around this track, because that should have been the driver to get the lucky dog. Curious. Bill Hales will be on pit road. I think the 10 was released for the lucky dog, so he will still be a lap down, I do believe. Bogart is Mr. Van Scoik. Hammond was the first car 1 lap down. There is I take that back. Christoph, the 98. He was your lucky dog because he was up to speed. There it is. He's got some nose damage for days. Joshua Brock is going to be out there. He's looking for a free pass, but the 22 didn't come in. So that free pass is going to be null and void here if the 22 doesn't come to pit road to take those fresh tires or to get that fuel. So if he doesn't, that's your new race leader, and the 12 right behind him is going to cycle to the back. We'll see right here. Yeah, he's going to cycle. So the 98 coming off pit road, a brand new car. Joshua Brock, the 12, will be cycled to the back. John Hammond as well. So a battle for the next the car with for the next lap down is going to be between the 12 and the 10 here, as they let the traffic go by them. They'll start at the tail end of the field. Bill Hale's had to tow to pits. The number 53 will be a couple of laps down, as this is a big track to be towed. And right now, the 51 had to tow as well. So he didn't tow. He had to come to pit road. He got some damage repaired. So there is the 51, Justin Steves. Udding is out of the race, it looks like. 22-66, 48-5, and the 93 Shearer finding his way back out there as well. Good little race we've had so far. And third caution, lap 46, almost halfway through this race, and they're long laps, folks. That's it. It's a 2-mile track, so it's super speedway-ish. Draft super important, but realistically, it's gonna take some time for these folks to themselves squared away. So we'll see what they're going to be doing. I've got some great stuff waiting for me. Excited for that. Ernest, thank you for giving us a follow. James, thank you for becoming a follower as well. Thank you to everybody out there everywhere. Appreciate you very much. 22-66, 48-5, 93 00. Green flag's going to wave again. Long line of cars. 22 gets the jump. And that right there can be good or bad depending on the situation. And right now it's becoming a low line, a high line. What does the 22 do as the sun starts to set here at Auto Club? For most of the drivers, down low. 48 pulls the draft. 66 up high, has the 93 of Shearer right behind him. And don't count anybody out, because man, through the California sunset, there is that really awesome look. Mr. Zirkle, the 61, has a little bit of right side damage. I think he is holding on as well, driving the DHL number 61. Good to see Mr. Zirkle out there. He's got a permanent channel in my OBS, just so everybody knows. Good dude. 28 of Jorge Rincon has the 23 of Van Scoik right behind him. Charles the Goat Racing team owner having a decent day. Nothing wrong with him. Dakota Kramer in the number 37. He's got his work cut out for him. He is off a few spots here, but I think sometimes it takes you all the way till the end of the race to figure out the racetrack, which happens for me, especially if you can't get yourself spread out. If they don't get a green flag pit stop in here, this is the kind of racing you're going to see for a little while. You're going to see these drivers switching lanes, crossing lanes, trying to find the race line that they truly need. And right now, kind of where they're at. See Zerk giving some love out there, saying, "Let's go, Zerk." Here's a 61. You see him right there on the right side. The logo switches around. Midline for the driver here. This is the number 17 of Brian Beach. It's throw up some driver. This is the look of what's going on around him here. utilizing that inside line very well for himself. But for how long? Tire wear a big factor here. High line sometimes becomes an issue, and not much can be said for it. Here's Lance McKinney's the view from the gearbox here, or the rear bumper. And you see these drivers right behind him. This is the 48 in third, trying to find his way back to the front. He started on the pole here, and is really starting to have that consistency. Right now, the 22 and the 00 working that line, but the 22 breaks up that draft. And what can happen with that draft is that if you find yourself running too much of a low line, and you allow those drivers to catch your draft on a slow, it would be an issue. It definitely would be an issue. 48.93. Burke says both RBS cars are together up front, going to be a force to be reckoned with. A lot of racing left to go. At least 2 pit stops left for these drivers at minimum if they're going to be able to make it toward the end. Right now, if they were to pit, they'd have to pit one more time after that. So at least 2 pit stops for the drivers, for most of the drivers. Dustin, the race leader right now, he's going to have to come to pit road here, and I would say even with the caution laps underneath his belt, he came in on 34. Everybody else 10-lap pressure on fuel. I do think that driver right there is going to be the one that you're going to have to look at towards the end as far as having the gap. Right now, though, some drivers who came in on 44, who took tires, Dakota Kramer in the 37, utilizing the high line with the 66. This is a drafting track. You can push these cars. The problem is that there's a slanted bank here on the front stretch, and that can be an issue. You don't want to shove down the front stretch. Basically, the best place you can do the shoving is going to be right there on the back stretch. You get that bumper to nose to bumper, elbows to, that's where you're going to be able to put it. 17, 37, 17 trying to get to the back bumper, 37, 45 is going to be up high. 3 wide right there, 93 trying to hold on as well. So 93 kind of checking out just a little bit here as they hold on. 93 having a decent drive, but you know that he's trying to work his way to the back to the front. Where his teammate, the 00, is Reynolds in second, all over the back bumper of the 22. Those drivers are going to be able to hold on, and they're going to be able to make some things work here. But the thing is what can Dustin do here as lap 55 clicks down? He is. I was talking about 25 to 28 laps on a green flag cycle. Now, you can go probably, depending, now he is leading right now, but depending, you can probably get about 30 laps if he was in the draft and decided to push that. But we'll see. I think he's probably going to think about coming to pit road very soon. 22 down low, trying to disrupt the lane, trying to put some dirty air on the 6 of Chapman. Chapman on fresher tires. Not much you're going to be able to do with that. And so is the 37 of Kramer. Kramer on fresh tires as well. Does look like Chapman and Kramer trying to make things work here. Side by side, the 6 and the 37. 22 mid-line to the run. Who's going to have that high line run? Does look like the 6 might utilize some of that the arrow. 6 trying to pull that straightaway speed, but not going to happen. 37 drops in low, trying to make it clear to the 22 that he's there to compete. 37 going for the lead here as the 22 carries the high line stretch. 37 not quite clear yet. Maybe turn 1 might be his factor here. Dustin in the 22 having a decent drive. Is going to carry that speed. He is carrying really good speed here. And I think the 22 is going to pull the 00 within 37 and the 6 side by side, 3 wide down to the backstretch. 22 not able to clear anybody. I think if he continues to hold the line that he's doing right here, that right there is going to play a big factor in how this race is going to run. The 00 has the midline. 17 is going to try to poke the nose up there. And this is not Pocono. This is Auto Club. Man, they're running. Great racing from the drivers. Top 7. All right there. Caution comes out. Looks like Randy had an issue. John Hammond had to come to pit road. Cameron Smith involved. Let's take a look. Cameron, in the 9. To check up. Oof. Oh, John in a pit road. Oh. Gotta hold those brakes. Man, oh man, oh man. Here, let's. Oof. That'll be a good picture later. All right, let's take a look and see what happened. The 98 was down low, and we'll far chase this one. 3 and 4 wide out of the throttle. Oh, 98 comes up. 9 tries to avoid him, goes up near the wall into the 10. Those look like the 98 able to make it clear. A little left rear or right rear damage from that. So that is what it goes. Go 88, says Queenie. Good to see you out there still. Fourth caution of the race. Everybody's going to come to pit road. You know they are, because they don't make it a one pit stop kind of race, I do believe. But maybe not. If they get another caution, it will be. We'll see what happens here as these drivers come down and try to make up their mind. You know, Dustin was like, thank goodness I needed to come to pit road. That's a real deal. Or John Hammond getting his car fixed. Man, oh man. '98, try to clear, not quite clear, comes up the racetrack. Alexan, that would be Cameron Smith. I wonder if Cameron used his fast repair. I don't know if he did. He still had a pretty good looking car, so he's got that modified look. Man, oh man. And these cars kind of exaggerate a little bit, you know what I mean? 17 looks like he's going to stay out. It's got that telephone pole kind of look going on. 00 Reynolds is going to stay out. Chapman's out. McKinney's going to stay out. And Philip Richmond's going to stay out. So the 88 stays out on this lap. Dakota will come off of pit road as the driver with the next fuel mileage that's going to work for him. First driver to take tires on pit road is going to be the 22, who just led about 16 laps. '93 went ahead and took some tires. Does look, we got a few tire takers. We got some damage fixers as well. I think we've got like Mr. Zirkle here. I think he went ahead and got some of his damage. Got some damage repaired. Absolutely. Absolutely. Actually, since he's in 5th, we'll go ahead and restart with him. How's that sound? Got a little bit of nose damage there. Uh-oh. Don't blink. I know what you're thinking. You don't need a reason, but don't blink. Could you imagine if you turned every song into an iRacing type song? Oh, man. Lights are going to go off on the pace car. I'm going to hydrate, and we will show the field what we're doing. Raj, thanks for the like out there. Appreciate you very much. And let's see. Everybody else is doing great. Thank you for all the follows out there. 527 followers on Twitch. Appreciate you very much. Got a goal of 550 before the end of the month. My birthday's coming up on the 28th. I'd like to see myself get up there pretty close to that. So 550 followers. That'd be awesome. 500 on YouTube, something like 2,100 on Facebook. You guys are amazing. You're all amazing. Thank you all very much. I went ahead and snoozed the ad on because we're getting ready to go back green here. Last thing we want is any issues. We don't want him to do that. Philip Bridgman, ready to rock and roll. But we take the green flag with him there on the inside. 88's ready to rock and roll. Here we go. Green flag goes. It's waving. Crowd is high in the stands. Ready to rock their socks off. Fuel only for a few drivers. Some drivers are going to be 15 laps off the pace. They're going to try to change the way things are rolling here. And I do believe that's going to put about 10 to 13 laps for the drivers that didn't come to pit road here. So the front five drivers will still need to come to pit road, but they're going to be on a different pit cycle, trying to have something different here for the drivers as you watch Bridgman here work that steering wheel like it's his own. Woo, a little bit up next to the wall. Man, he looks like he's on ice skates. The look, the feel, and right below him, you're going to see this driver right here, number 18. Ryan Huntley Jr. trying to hold on to it. He turned off the backlights, gave himself spotlight. Look at him run. He just trying to keep that car clean for as long as possible. 63 of 120 for the drivers here. As we take a look and kind of go through the field, let's take a look and see what Moore is doing as well. Where is that number 45? Where did you go? You are here somewhere. There he is. He's right there. Oh, 17 up and over. Oh, he's getting snowplowed. Hold on. He got... What in the... Hold on. Hold the phone. It's a great place for this. Hold on. Ready? Watch this. Up and over. Oh, what? Did you see that? What a great opportunity to jump on board with the 45. Here it is. Go back to the main screen. Let's realistically see what happened here. So the 17, Brian up here, he and I do believe that was the 6. That was the 6. Let's take a look here. Far chase view. 17, I don't know if he's free. What's going on here? He's got that low lane. So that low lane is dangerous here. All those drivers that didn't come to pit road are probably going to come to pit road this time. The 00 had a run on the 17. There was no way. 6 into the corner. How about a little tire net code? Sends him up, and then boom! And then boom, and then boom, and then wait a minute. Boom! Get it. Sorry, 17. Brian, I'm sorry. It's a great wreck, though. Great wreck. Here you go. One more time for you. It was a really good wreck. The guy who missed it all, that guy right there. Went up and over, in and out, no doubt. It'll be all about fuel here. He just came to pit road on the last lap, so if they come to pit road this time, that'll mean that's right. That'll be. It really needs to be the snowplow. That's what that needs to be, man. That needs to be that was, wow. What a great wreck. And I say that just for entertainment purposes, folks. I don't say that for any other purpose. All right. How is it going to work? Drivers coming in, topping up on fuel. Don't blame them. Come in, top up on fuel. Make it a definite one pit kind of race, because right now, the 28-28, that'll put them at 122 on the laps if they stay. They stay green, so that would be interesting to see. We're going to see what happens here, because it's it's been a good one. A good one. 120 laps here for the drivers, and they're about halfway through it. Alrighty. Let us see. All right, I got to do something real quick because I forgot to turn on I didn't realize this race was going in tonight, so I need to change the settings. So give me just a second. Look at my Twitch ad, and we'll get you taken care of in just a second. Man, right, shuttle maps. Here we are. Done, done, bam, bam, and just like that, we're gonna be good. Lights are going to be off on the pace car, and I do think, or this next time by, I do think that these folks are, you know, they want that green flag pit stop. That green flag pit stop would definitely change the outcome of the race. It would be who's going to be there at the end. Well, last week we saw a race winner. This week we might see second race winner. Reminder that wrong one. Sorry about that, folks. Jacob Carter, he's going to be he won last week, and so this week we're going to see some different points kind of move around. So that'll be something else too. We'll keep up on the points and kind of do it. Supporter Sunday tomorrow. The green flag racing begins again as the 37 of Kramer gets a decent jump here. Shearer back out front there with the driver trying to make it work. 6 lap difference on fuel, and about 3 of those will be the green flag. 3 of those laps will be green flag run laps. So we'll see how this works for them as they start to progress and go forward. Bud Shearer back out front. Canadian driver trying to make it stick. It's the nighttime. The lights start setting. About to chow down on some pumpkin pie. Dude, get it. I like it. Thank you for the shares. Thank you for all the stuff out there. Appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. What a good little fun group that we have. Thank you, Charles, for the reaction out there. Yeah, they're rolling. They're rolling. 93, 38, 66, 37, 22 is going to be the front 5 as Huntley Jr., Moore, Hall, Reynolds, and McKinney try to keep the top 10 in check. The BNR favorite driver, the number 88 and 21st, he's making some things kind of just working. I think when it comes to this race, it's literally about, I wouldn't say survival of the fittest, but it's going to be about who's going to be able to be there at the very end. Little left rear damage for the 88 here. I don't know that he's taken his fast repair. I know that he got some damage repaired 50.27 seconds in his pit stall. So I think that he did. I think he's just trying to make it work. Maybe save a fast repair here. Ryan Chapman did the same thing. Right side damage afoot for the drivers. As you watch the 88 roll here, has the 6 in front of him. The 4 of David Beer. He's trying to hold on to 42's there. There's the Busch Latte Apple. Number 4 is, I think he's just trying to keep himself out of danger because, I mean, rolling into the corner, he's doing a decent job. There's a ton of traffic around him. 61 of Zirkle trying to make it work as well. There's the 23rd place car. He started 28th. Got to carry that cup car down low. Jorge Rincon is right there in that number 14, or in that 14th spot, as you see the 28 here at decent speed. He's got the Earnhardt throwback Goodrich paint scheme. Drive for 5. Valvoline in front of them. So Hendrick Motorsports and RCR kind of battling it out a little bit here. Might had a cough there. Apologies about that. Battle for the lead. Well, it's not over. Michael Coulter Jr. into number 38 has Nathan Bogart behind him in the 66. Robert Reynolds in the 00. Moving on for dear goodness. That's exactly what they're doing. And the 22 trying to work his way back to the front. The 22 might lead here again, just based off of kind of how things are rolling. There's the 00 of Reynolds. He came in on 65 as well. Bud came in on 59. So if they're teammates, they're off a cycle here. They're just kind of doing their thing. Up there using that pumpkin pie. I wish I could have pumpkin pie. I can't have pumpkin pie. Oh, I forgot to send my order in. I need to do that. Speaking of orders, beef jerky. Stocking stuffer. I'm going to mention this because they got like 90 different flavors. I know it's not the series to... this series isn't the series that it sponsors, but I will tell you, go to beefjerkyunlimited.com. Check out how many flavors of beef jerky they have. It's insane. I know what I'm getting for my birthday, and it's beef jerky. And I'm going to get a big old order. But man, beefjerkyunlimited.com. They're out of Michigan, and they ship everywhere. And I'm getting some beef jerky. It's happening. And they got some really spicy stuff I'm going to try. It's going to be awesome. I'm excited. Inside the top 6 drivers, 3 of them came in on 65. 3 of them came in on 59. So some of these drivers are better on fuel. 38 trying to go around the 93 there. Not going to make it stick. 00 is going to make that pass to the outside. And so is the 66 of Nathan Bogart. So anybody that is coming around heading towards the 93 right now, that's going to be the line they're going to be able to run. What's up, Fireball? Good to see you, Mr. Woody. How are you doing, my friend? 93, 00, 66, 38, 22. And they're locally owned and operated. That is Tommy D, Tommy Delago. He's the guy that owns that. He's such a good dude. 45 laps. Right here left to go this time by as you watch Nathan Bogart in the 66 carry that 3rd place position. These 2 drivers, the 00 and the 66, and then the 22 of Dustin here, I think they're gonna make it work. I think it's gonna stick. Lance McKinney in the 48 trying to work his way back as well. He's got the 37 to the outside. 37 looks like he's got a brand new car as well. Here's a Lowe's paint scheme. Woody, are you getting ready to broadcast, or did you guys finish up broadcasting? You guys have that the off-season modifieds, didn't you? Jeff Ramsdale, the 97, up 11 positions. Biggest mover of the race, the 00 here. 23 positions. Man. Caution, Rich Crane. And I was getting ready to say Mr. Randy was a part of that too. Christoph here, Chris, and the 98 involved. Poor guy just can't seem to. He can't seem to keep his nose clean. It's not even that it's his fault. Poor guy just keeps. I tell you what, maybe it's the pedigree paint scheme. Was the 53 a little loose there? Somebody was loose. Somebody tapped a wall. Where'd it go? Oh, no. 36 up under the wall there. Oh, really big helicopter from the 13. What's the 13, right? It was Randy. Randy, no! All right. Let's take a look one more time. Here's Randy here. Cockpit point of view. Oh, no. Watch the helicopter. Oi, 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 oi. That'll make you nauseous. Gonna vomit. Oh, poor Randy. Oh, Christoph goes to pit road. Bud Shearer there as well. man, oh man. Third helicopter of the award, 6th caution. Helicopter award brought to you by the fans of SC. Become an SC Warrior. Join our Discord. If you're a Twitch subscriber or a star sender on Facebook, you can find yourself in that fantastic Discord and get yourself a game. It's what happens every Sunday. We've got Rust coming out. I think Rust is tomorrow. I think that's one we're giving away tomorrow, and then after that, we're going to give away. Was it next week? We're giving away another gas station simulator. Voltaire Jr. in on pit road. 38's going to make his way down. And no matter what, everybody still has to come to pit road at least one more time. That's a real thing. 93 00 66 22. That'll be the front 4 drivers here in the field. Supposed to be at the Chili Bowl today. Niece had an appointment, had to take her, and got all that stuff situated. So, missed an opportunity to watch some dirt racing today. Yeah, you know, you're not lying, Charles. You're not lying. Anyway, let's see. I'd be giving away some Faz to get more people to, so there's, if I were to say, hey, I'm going to play Phasmophobia, I would have 2 groups of 3 ready to go, and then some. So that's pretty awesome. I'm glad that everybody gets out there and enjoys that. It's what people are scared to play. I don't know why. It's a ton of fun. It's a ton of fun. It gets me every once in a while. It gets me. Bud Shear is going to be your race leader. Robert Reynolds, Nathan Bogart. Looks like Dustin's going to be there in the 22. I said don't count him out. All these drivers are still going to, I think, they might be doing this the right way. 80 of 120. We have 40 laps left. 59.65. So Bud Shearer, I'm less worried about Bud and Nathan, who came in on 59, and Robert and Dustin, who came in on 65. I'm less worried about these drivers because if they come in when their green flag pit cycle should have been, and it runs green to the end, it'll be interesting. I think it could go. Big Zerk, I see you, buddy. I see you out there. Here's your 14th on my relative. Up 14 positions. The Zirkle machine is Van Scoik up 11 right next to it. You guys are finding each other. Bud Shear and Reynolds RBS 1-2. Got to work in their favor though. If it doesn't, then I'm a little scared that they won't take off like they should. They have some drivers with some very, very fresh tires in 10th from 10th back. Well, that's there's a lot of good things that can happen, a lot of bad things that can happen here. It's right along with Mr. Moore. Austin Moore on the restart here. He's going to be there to the inside. As you see him rolling. And he's right behind Zirkle. Van Scoik just picked up a drafting partner. There goes Zirkle to the inside. And the run from the 45. Follow along here as he gets up to speed. See some drivers blinking in front of him just a little bit there. Maybe the server's just a little bit down right now because that kind of way it worked. Inside outside lanes. It's kind of the way it works. Check in with Philip Bridgman here as well. He is just trying to hold on to that car. He's got the 28 to the inside. We're checking in here. Got a whole lot of traffic. He's in 20th. He's kind of just stayed there. I think that's kind of what he's done. I think he's just kind of worked his way there and kind of stayed there a little bit. You see him. There's a 61 of Zirkle right in front of him. Zirk, are you damaged? Or are you just trying to stay out of it? I think you got a little right side, don't you? 6 of Chapman in front of you there, too. Oh, man. That low lane is looking mighty spicy on the tires for the 88 there. And we'll check in on Brian Huntley Jr. as well. Looks like Brian has got the 27 or 37 there with him. He's trying to hold that outside lane. There's a 97, the DuPont Chevy. No, it's for Brian, just isn't. You hear him. You see him. You see him in there. Look at him roll. He's like, you son of a... No, I'm totally joking. That's not what he's saying. He's saying, man, I didn't want to get into him. I didn't want to hit him. Oh, no, I don't want to do it. He's got a little bit of nose damage on the front of that car as well. That's our 3 spotlighted drivers, brought to you by all of you out there because you're amazing. Keep your heads up. Keep the race a-rolling. Keep the race a-flowing. It's all good stuff. 97, 62 in front of the 18 here. And there's a whole lot of people there. 34 right there along with them. Oh, somebody going down. Whoa, that was Austin Moore and company. They got a little bit free, a little left side damage. No caution for the 42 and the 45. I think they're all right. I think a little left side for the 45. Kind of want to see what happened. Sorry, we're going to back it up. Sorry. Didn't show an incident here. Let's see. Looks like the 42 was to the inside there. Sorry about that, folks. I wanted to see what happened. 42 comes up into the 45 there. And was able to just bounce it off the wall. 42 is going to have some... Not going to really have any damage. 45 is going to have some damage here. So Austin Moore, he looked like he was cussing. 22 back out front. There he is, the 65 lap. He came on a lap 65. Dakota Kramer back where you thought he might be. He's going to be right behind him. So he came out on 78. Those brand new tires really, really sticking well. But the 22 back out front. Holding on. 42 had a good save. Yeah, well, the 42 came up into the 45. I think that right there is probably what we're looking at there as far as the end all to be all. There's your timing tower. Kramer trying to take over the lead. He does so out of the turn there. 22 gives it up nice and easy. 22 will be looking to come to pit road here. He came on 65, so right now he's about 21 laps on the tires and fuel, but he has a couple of pace laps and pit laps on there. And so he's going to be rolling. He's going to be rolling nicely. Bud came in on 59. They're probably all going to come together. I think the 22, the 93, the 34, or not 34, the 00, and the 66 are going to come to pit road together. I think that's the play here because everybody still has to come to pit road, even on a green flag pit cycle. 78 was when most of the drivers came in. Dustin came in on 65 here. Actually, we can do this. Pit strategy, bottom right of your screen, right there. 8 laps on Kramer and Hale, 21 on Germain. The 93 of Shearer there has 27 laps on those ones. Same with Bogart. Reynolds there in 5th doing the same thing. So you're kind of seeing what if you're picking up what I'm laying down, that right there is exactly what you're looking at. So the pit strategies based on cautions have been exactly that. So I know it's kind of tough to see, but what I put 22, 37, 34. All 3 of these drivers. There's the 34. It's kind of he and the 37 have kind of stepped out a little bit. The 22 utilizing the mid-high line, mid-low line, keeping some traffic out. Now, we watched how the 93 pulled away for a little while there, but once the tires kind of stretched themselves out, these drivers who were working in the draft were able to really track them back down. And so Kramer in the 37 and Hale in the 34, they've kind of stepped out a little bit here. But don't count out any of the drivers behind him because there's a lot going on. Biggest mover of the race is still going to be the 00. He's up 20 positions, but Another driver moving up some more spots. The number 4, David Bayer there in 11th here. He can go all the way up to the front. He would have gained 31 positions. He's up 20 as well. So he's tied for the biggest mover of the race. Actually is the biggest mover of the race right now. That 4 doing a decent job of holding on. I think we want to ride along with him for a moment and see what he's doing. Why don't you folks give me your picks for the win here, because that's kind of what I want to know. I want to hear who you think is going to win and who's going to be able to make this their own track. Who's going to tame the California Dreamin' Speedway? But in on pit road, we talked about drivers who were. I talked about the pit strategy, so he's going to come to pit road this time by. That'll put him in on 91. That will put him right at the end of the fuel cycle. He may run out of gas coming to pit road. That's how close I think it will be for Bud if he doesn't hold on. Kramer, 1 second over Hale. Brandon Moore, he came in on 78 as well, trying to take care of some things. Brian Huntley Jr. in 4th is trying to hold on to those tires a little bit. 91 of 120 puts a lot of pressure on Bud here, who's in his pit stall getting tires and fuel. Now, he will be fast, but all of these drivers that still need to come to pit road, that puts him the first car 1 lap down. I think these other drivers are more than likely. 88 says Buck. 88 currently in 13th. Will still have to have a green flag pit stop here as well. Every driver in the field still needs to come to pit road. Dakota Kramer in the 37, 0.8 of a second over Sam Harrell. He had a full second not too long ago, but guess what? He is on the hunt. 34, trying to finish better than 3rd where he started. He is in 2nd right now. And I do think Bud Shearer is going to be the first car 1 lap down. He might catch up and put some fast laps down. Dakota Kramer, 42.17. Last time by, everybody else behind him, 41.9s or better. Ryan Huntley Jr., 42.06, the only driver to run a little bit slower, or a little bit above the 42 mark. So 41.97 or better, except for the 4th place driver, which is still a 1/10.5 better than the race leader. So Kramer is starting to be caught here as they come around, that's the thing about running out front. That dirty air can really hurt you. Dustin coming to pit road, the 22, is coming in for his green flag pit stop. He comes to pit road now, and he will be fine on fuel if he fills it all the way up. 17 coming to pit road as well. So the 22 going to be on the right pit strategy here. 94 of 120. Needs to get in and out of pit road without a pit road speeding penalty. Bud Shearer, the driver that I'd be looking at, the RBS driver here in the 93, is going to be right there behind the 53, Bill Hale, who's in 13th, and he is starting to pack the field and move it forward. And I do believe he's got himself a brand new car. Philip Bridgman has worked him. He stayed in the back for quite a while now. He's worked himself to 12th as he has started to apply the pressure and drive forward. Biggest movers of the race are 4th, 5th, and 6th collectively. About 7, all the way to 7th. More than 14 positions, every driver from 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. Robert Reynolds, one of those drivers. How about David up 23 spots? He's starting to apply some pressure and get into the gas. I think this is anybody's race. Brock Page up 9. Ramsdell up 14. Van Scoik, my buddy over at Go Racing, up to 5th now, up 21 spots. And there's Brian Huntley Jr. up 20, trying to catch up to the drivers in front of him. Kramer, 0.8 of a second. 25 laps to go. Weston on pit road for the final time. Some of the drivers are going to be coming in for fuel and fuel only. Inskeep in on pit road. Reynolds in on pit road. It was his time. He needed to come to pit road. Come on, Zerk says Fireball. Everybody, I tell you what, 50% fuel is making this a tough race to call. So many times down pit road, When you have to go this many times down pit road, that becomes a problem. It's like, who's going to, and nobody knows. Nobody knows. Who's going to win? Nobody knows. All right, folks, reminder, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, give me a like, follow. Share. Make sure you share. That's a big deal. These drivers want to be popular. We want to make them popular as all get out. Appreciate you very much. If you've joined the Discord, thank you very much to everybody that has. Thank you all the folks out there on Twitch. Thank you to everybody out there doing what you do. And a reminder that if you are out there and you have joined the Twitch, make sure you link your Twitch account to your Discord. Because if you do, that will give you and you're a subscriber, it'll give you that link for you to be able to do so. So thank you to everybody out there that's tuned in tonight. I appreciate everybody that's doing so. And you're looking at the top of your ticker right there. The next race, they're going to take next week off for Thanksgiving. So they are. I'm not. I got races all week. So much love, except for Thursday. Thursday, of course, we're going to celebrate with the fam. And we've got races coming basically all week. We've got race tomorrow, Kicking Asphalt Truck Series. Monday, the IVRL Pinkett Ford Series. Tuesday, the Graham Construction Xfinity Series. And then Wednesday, we have the Beef Jerky Unlimited Truck Series. And then I think that's it. I think that's what we're going to do. But tomorrow at noon, you got to join me. I'm going to play some Fireman Sim right on Twitch and Facebook. We're going to have some fun with that. Those guys, it's just a ton of fun to be able to get out there and do that. So hopefully we'll be able to check on everybody and hopefully that you guys have fun. Looking forward to Wednesday. Fireball's out there with me. Here pretty soon, we're going to be doing some more series. And, it's that time of the year. And we're going to get some things all squared away where we can have some fun with folks. So lots of people coming in on pit road. Ryan Chapman on pit road. Inskeep, the 42, to pit road for the final time. Rich Crane to pit road. And so the driver to look for here would be the 22 right here. Bud Shearer, who's right there. Oh, man, they're getting into each other. Van Scoik, the 93, no caution. Whoa. Dustin Germain, I was just saying, here's what was going on here. Let's take a look here. Let's back this up. I think Van Scoik was right there. The 93 far chase. Sorry, no caution. I don't have a production crew to pull this stuff up for me, so I have to do it. The 22 to the inside, the 18's up high. 93 puts it 4 wide, gets himself a little bit free with the 23, and that's how the 22 hits the inside wall. We'll go back to live. That's kind of what that was right there. Caution will come out, I do believe. So Dustin Germain off track, on track. Let's see what. I think that's what caused that. I think he was trying to get himself back, flipped around, and with traffic coming, that's what slowed it down. Yep, and he drives back on track. So that brings out the caution. Man, now we can go back and take a look. Hold on. All right, let's do this. All right, we're gonna do this. We're gonna back up. Hold on. Hold the phone. So these drivers that were off the lead lap, panning on it, going well for them. Well, it didn't go that well. All right, far chase view. So here's what happened. The 93, brand new tires, Bud Shearer, he's ready to go. He wants to win this race. He knows he's on the right strategy. So is the 22 below. Some drivers on older tires. The 93 right here. Bud is catching those hot tires, gets right to the back bumper of the 23, knows that he's faster. There's 3 wide, now 4 wide. Has about maybe a little net code there. Doesn't matter. They're 4 wide. That happens. Man. Not very much fun. So guess who's all going to get the free pass here? Well, there's your lucky dog. Nathan's going to be able to start at the tail end of the field. There'll be an opportunity for him to come in to get his tires as well. So with 19 laps to go, Sam was coming into pit road. Dakota was your race leader at that time. So he's going to come off of pit road with fuel. maybe some right sides. Sam took some right sides. I think he saved a set of tires. Brandon Moore has brand new tires. Jeff Ramsdale, brand new tires. Brock Page, brand new tires. The Dakota, Brian Huntley Jr., Sam, all these drivers without tires. Maybe Sam took some right side. I think Sam took some right side tires. So at least 2 sets. So Dakota, Brian Huntley Jr., you only. Man, at least by the relative, the timing, I don't know. It could be there, could be not there. The 98 coming off pit road. Christoph not having the best days that he wants, but I tell you what, he's at least still there. There's Austin Moore. He's coming off pit road too. He gets a little bit more of that damage repair. Nathan Bogart coming off as well, the 66, who was up there trying to get that lucky dog. So he's going to come in. He's going to take fuel. He's going to be able to make it towards the end. Ryan Chapman looking for a free pass here. So was Jerry West. So was Bud. So was Rob. So was Reynolds. So was Crane. Inskeep back here. He was trying to be that lucky dog. Lucky dog. Man. All right, folks. Got to hydrate. What does it look like from the front row on a restart? Well, we're going to find out because we're going to restart with Brian Huntley Jr. That's a real deal. No pressure from the driver here. Driving the Toyota. Kind of stretched him a little bit there. He's back on the mix. Ready to rock and roll. Grandma will restart on the inside. Huntley Jr. will be on the outside. I think he got a little bit of that damage repaired too, so that's a pretty darn good thing. We don't see that hood kind of crinkled up. Actually, let me jump out of the car real quick. Let me see if he took a fast repair. He might have taken a fast repair. He might have had one saved. That's smart. Are you ready? Are you steady? Time to go racing. 37, 18, 34. And the 5's going to be your front 2 rows. Green. Brian Huntley Jr. a run to the outside. Dakota, they're in the 37. Now they are on older tires. And they're going to have to hold off these drivers on those brand new tires, those brand new virtual Goodyears. As you see, 18 gives a bump to the 37 here. I don't know if he gave a bump or if it was just kind of the way it looked on my end, but I don't know. That was awesome. Brandon Moore going to the bottom. He's going to try to make a pass for the lead here. We're going to go back to the main screen. 5:37, 18 to the outside. 18 trying to give a little love to the 37 on the high line, but 5 has brand new tires. He's going to be able to run that low line for a minute. And 37 of the 18 might just be falling back. 53 of Bill Hale's back in the mix. Good to see Bill recover from what happened earlier. They do have one fast repair in this series, so that is exactly where Bill is at. 37 trying to find that lane, trying to be in that lane as the 37 and the 18 rolling decently, but there's a lot to be given up. 53 takes over second. Jeff Ramsdale trying to pull a pass as well. Philip Bridgman, he's in the hunt as well. Biggest mover of the race still, the 23. Brian Huntley Jr. falling back a few spots. The 4, he's up 23, 22 spots. I knew some drivers are starting to make it work. Philip Bridgman up 13 now as he makes a roll through. We'll ride along with him for a little bit. We'll ride along with our drivers here for just a little bit longer. 61 of Anthony Zirkle right behind as well. Little left rear damage for the 88. He's going to have to get out of the throttle there. The 4 crosses over, tries to pull that lane away from the 88. 4 driving, 4 wide as they come across the start-finish line here. 42 trying to make it stick on the bottom. He's like, I'm driving a Freightliner, move. There's Philip Bridgman in his car. We're going to go and take a look and see where the 45 of Austin Moore is as well. Austin Moore here. Trying to hold on. He's got a little left side damage, but he's still out there running. Don't count out any driver. That's what I mean. Don't count out any driver because a caution can come out at any point. And it just happened once again. 8th caution of the race just happened here as they are still wrecking on the backstretch. Van Scoik involved, Christoph involved. And we will take a look here as we will pause that. Van Scoik, I know, was involved. Man, 61 of Zirkle, 14 was there. Man, oh man. I think Charles was able to avoid it. Let's see what happened here. I think, let's see. Oh, man, the 14 got to the 61 here. All right, that's what happened. Far chase. Anthony Zirkle. All right, here. Oh, the checkup. Hold on. I didn't see that. That was the 28 right there, I do believe. Is it the 28? Let me... Jorge Rincon. I think he got free here. Let's take a look. Oh, no, he got bumped. All right, here's how it all unfolds. What's up, Jesse? Good to see you out there, Mr. Control. Here we go. 12. Bump. 98. Wall. And then behind the 98. Hold on. There's more. Just when you thought it was over, it wasn't over. So that checked up the field. Then all of a sudden, 14 was on his tail, and he got into the 98, and the 61 thought he was clear. I'm not quite sure if he did or not. Oh, Charles hit the wall. No, and then it was a parking lot. All right, that's how it goes. These things do happen. Thanks for the like out there. Appreciate you very much. Here's the 45. He's able to hold on to it. We're back to, where it works. We were watching him kind of do his thing, so kind of the way things roll. 12 laps to go. Who's coming to pit road? Well, just a few people. There's the 37. He's going to come to pit road. He's got some tires. Think he saved a fresh set of tires? He might have. Brian Huntley Jr., he saved a set of tires because he thought this might happen. Bud Shear, he's getting fixed. Sam, getting fixed. Man, a lot of drivers taken out in there. It happens. Robert giving us a like. James giving us a like. Thank you very much. Appreciate you guys very much. You are awesome. Killer time to be a part of the Warrior crew. How'd you guys' race go? I wasn't able to watch. I'll have to get out there and watch. $553, 97, 38, 62. That's going to be your top 5 at the moment. Bomb Dude, what's up, brother? Mr. Bomb Dude out there watching on Twitch. Gave me a like out there on Facebook, too. Appreciate you, brother. Mr. Bomb Dude out there. Oh, man. Tell you what, 120 laps at Autoclub. That's a lot of racing. That's a lot of racing. BNR Cup Series. Been fun. 8th caution. These are 8 spread out cautions. This isn't really, it isn't like it's been a caution fest, in my opinion. They've been spread out. And it's been Auto Club type racing. 4, 5 wide, 3, 4, 5 wide. And just, little mistakes kind of happening. And that's what I've seen. So, man, it's going to be fun. It's going to be great. 88. He's inside the top 10. I think I've been waiting for that to happen. I've been waiting for the 88 crew to get out there and be like, look, let's go, Phil. Come on, 88 crew. Keep those chats flowing. Cheer your drivers on. Moore, Hales, Coulter, Ramsdale, Bear, Page, Bridgman, Brock, Reynolds, Rincon. That's going to be the top 10 on the relative there. On the leader, waiting for the green flag as they roll through 4. Pace car will drive off. When we go back to green, we're going to go back to green. This is beautiful static cams here from Autoclub Southern California Raceway, the 2-miler. They're going to go ahead and go. They said, let's go. Green flag. 10 laps to go as they cross the start-finish line. Do you think the racing's over? I don't think so. I think all of these drivers are ready to go. You watch the turn 2 exit, how they get right next to the wall. But look at that straightaway, that long stretch, the look. And into the corner, you got drivers hugging the bottom. Caution comes out here as they're going to slow it back down. Pace it back out for 3 more laps here. And I have no clue what happened. Oh, Nilly. Philip Bridgman involved. Nathan involved. Bridgman off track. Oh, Nilly. All right. It's easier to do it this way. Oh, the 00 behind the 88. I think he gave him too much of a shove. He did. He turned him. 88. Oh, 36. He was holding on the brakes. No. And then, okay, now I got to see what was going on in front of him. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, what was going on there? All right, so the 00 got to shove. Didn't work. Let's see what else happened here. Somebody went. There was a hefty crash going on here somewhere. All right, let's see. No. Oh, there's the 88. There's a 36. There's a 66. Let's follow the 66 here. Ooh. Breaking it down. 61 down low. No. I don't know. All right, back to left. No. All right, well, that's how it goes. Racing's been intense. It's Autoclub. Been fun. Lucky Dog goes around. I believe that was the 22. Here he is. Jermaine's going to be back on the lead lap. Dustin in the 22. Ninth caution of the race. Apologies about that, folks. Had to off for just a second there. Road is dry. I didn't get enough water down here for myself. Brandon Moore trying to make it work. The next BNR race, it's going to be 12-4. But we'll get past the holidays. They're going to start into December. And we will get the Great American Race taken care of. They're going to be at Las Vegas, which is one of my favorite mile and a half. So you're going to see some awesome cams over there for that one. Already got cams built for that track. I love it. Next race will be tomorrow night, Kicking Asphalt Truck Series. It's going to be a ton of fun. We're going to go back to racing here with 6 laps to go as they pace around. What do you guys think about the Next Gen Series? Tell me about that. What do you think about those cars coming out of NASCAR and the way that they're making those single leg nut kind of racing? Almost as if they're trying to introduce more road racing into NASCAR. You know. Weird. 5, 53, 62, 38, 97, 412, 00, 45, and the 28. We haven't ridden around with the 45 for a minute. So let's see. He's going to be able to hold on. So the 45 is going to restart somewhere around 9th or 10th there on the high side. Go on to the cockpit view. All right. What are they going to be able to do here? It'd be 10th. 10th on the outside lane. Josh Brock in front. Good to see Brock. I've seen him I've seen him. He was racing here before, but it's good to see him out there on all the other series. I know that we're going to get started with him very soon, as well with their throwback series that they have. So, which is nice. Green flag's going to wave, and the jump is real. Hales and more growing, but that's the 45 right there. He's going to drop in with the 00. Got a midline run, the 12 up high. Get that left side damage. That's looking kind of rough. Those tires below that white line, it'll shove you up the track. The 00 right there with him. The side draft from the 45. You see them changing lanes in front of them as they roll through it here. 45 clear right there. That little left side damage not really hurting them. 37 has the 18 behind. They got some brand new tires on their way. Holding on for dear life. 18 behind. Brandon Moore out front. Hale's right behind. 5 laps to go. Caution's kind of made it so that made the racing a little bit difficult, but I mean, we're talking 10 miles still left to go. 9.5 as soon as they get around. Caution's going to come back out again as Robert Reynolds gets involved. Coulter Jr., Kramer, Austin Moore not able to hold on to it here. The 00, the 97 and the 39 get into it. And then all of a sudden the 00 goes back around. Zirkle able to get out of the way there. Austin Moore jumped to pits here. So Moore looks like he's going to be out of the race here. Let's take a look and see what happened. Yeah, 97, 37 involved as well. So the 37 is going to have some damage. Let's see what happened to Austin Moore here. Yeah, I just couldn't avoid it. Man, oh man, I should have stayed with him. Just stayed with him on the call there. All right, so here is who was it? Right about here. 39, 36, 39, something like that. Somebody was there. Poor guys. Trying to get through the race. And Brandon Moore's like, that's all right, keep wrecking. Okay. I just need a green, white checker. He's going to get it. First attempt. Coming up, I do believe. There were 5 laps to go. Puts 3 on the pit cycle. Might be a natural green, white checker, but might have a 2-1 kind of situation. So we'll see as they kind of roll through it. So Austin Moore had to jump to pits. He more than likely might be done. He's a lap down, so he might be trying to get some stuff taken care of. We'll see. Dakota Kramer in on pit road. Robert Reynolds in on pit road as well. This track becomes difficult to drive, that's for sure. But especially when you're starting to, is that Mr. 17? Here's your lucky dog. He's gonna get a lap back. Oh, that's a good deal for him. 17 getting the free pass. Got a brand new car. He's in 18th. He is still 2 laps down. I think. I'm sorry, I take that back. I think he's gonna be a lap down. Looking at the relative. Yep, 17 will be 1 lap down. Coulter is going to be out of the race. Reynolds in on pit road, the 00. No clip on the nose. Dakota Kramer coming off of pit road. 22 still trying to work his way back forward. Anthony Zirkle able to miss the big stuff there, so he's still on the hunt. Track is tough. The guy said, look out for. Well, there's the number 4. Dark 24, giving some love out there. Goes 66 and 61. Nathan is right about here. There's the number 66. Right behind him is going to be Mr. Zirkle. In front of the field, I was talking about David here. The number 4 Busch Latte Apple Ford Mustang is up 27 positions. Has a good, solid chance to win it here. Good, solid chance. Dark 24. Go Zirkle. They got to move it up. They're going to have a green-white checkered here, and it's going to be tough. All right. Going to be a fun one. So it will be a natural green-white checkered, folks. And then they'll have another attempt at a green-white checkered if something were to happen. But you know, they want to finish this under green. 10th caution of the race for a total of 30 laps of the 120. So they've spent a quarter of the race under caution. The rest of it's been hard racing. And I mean hard. These guys have been, man, I don't know what better way to describe it than wow. You know what I mean? Just wow. Whoa. Who is it? Owen Wilson. Matt giving us a like out there. Hey, go check out Matt Swope. Go like him. He gets his videos up there every once in a while. I've been trying to share them. Matt, you need to join. I don't know if you've joined our Signature Esports Live Facebook group, but get your videos over there too, so that way we can see more of them. Appreciate you, brother. That's an awesome dude. Mr. Truck, give it a like to that. Give the comments out there. We appreciate everybody. We are very close to our follower goal. We got 2141 on Facebook, so that's awesome. Green flag's going to wave, and we're back at it again. 5 gets a great little launch there. 62 is going to be right behind. Hales is going to be right there as well. The 5 trying to protect the midline. 62 trying to go high. This only works in the movies. Full trickle, and on the outside, 5 going to be right there. Side draft. Whoa, big move coming. Folks all over the place. Looks like we're going to have some big movers happening here. Bridgman, one of them, he's there to the outside. He goes past a few drivers. Brock Page to the outside. Ramsdale down low. They need a white flag as they come around. 62 of Page with Bill Hales to the outside. 18 all over the back bumper. White flag does wave. Jorge Rendon is there. 18 gets a good run on the bottom. Does look like Bill Hales is there as well. The 5 trying to hold on. Brock Page looking at all the traffic below him, saying, I've got this. It's not a big deal. 18:53 trying to make a run. Last lap. Everybody wrecking behind him. We've got to see. We'll go back and take a look at that. Page, Huntley, Hales. Hales still battling to the outside, but as they come around, crossing the stripe, first will be Brock Page, and he will win it. Looks like Bill Hales will come in. Woo! Second. Very closely. Oh, man. Bogart and Sevens. Reynolds. Zirkle. Gotta go back. We gotta look at what happened. Ramsdale. 97.42. Something happened with the 97 there. That's Jeff Ramsdale there. He had a good launch. See what happened here. This is kind of on the restart. Let's just far chase this real quick. They'll celebrate. We'll have some fun with it. 97's right there. Little far chase, little arcade-ish. 18 right there. He gets around. 42 gets around. 42 gives a bump to the 97. Netcode's the 4. 42, 97 kind of doing the splits. Nice save by the 97. That'll be the save of the year. And then we'll go up here, kind of where everything else happened. Here's where the 88. It's a little bit. There's a 66 behind the 88. See what happens here, because the 88 gets collected in this a little bit. We did see that happening. Right behind him, there was a little bit of what was going on. 22 there to the outside of the 88. Looks like the 22. There's the 12. 88 has a good run. Not quite clear up into the 12, and the big one happens behind, and there's the parking lot. Let's go back to live. Brock Page, your race winner, as he burns it down here. Man, oh man, that was interesting end to the race right there. Good little end too. We'll show the race results Brock Page is going to burn it down. Second different winner of the series. Good little move. Brock Page, your race winner. And I'm going to make sure it says race results. Bill Hales, Brian Huntley Jr., Brandon Moore, David Bear. Dustin finishes in sixth. 66 finishes seventh. 00 finishes eighth. Zirkle finishes in ninth. Bridgman finishes in 10th. And then all the way down to Rincon in 15th. Colter Jr. in 18th. Oh, man. A little run for everybody. Austin Moore finishes 20th. Hall 23rd. Ben Squake finishes in 26th. And down to the very end. Thank you to Zach out there. I think he was running the numbers for everybody. So much love to him. Appreciate him out there. As these drivers, tell you what, they no love lost when it comes to what's been an exciting series and exciting to watch these drivers. Let's do our thing. Let's bring our fantastic race winner up here. Brock Page wins it here, and he does so with a pretty darn good restart right there. Able to make it work on the outside. Kind of walk us through that restart and what was going on with it.
Sorry, what was that?
Walk us through that basically the natural green white checkered right there, and kind of tell us what was going on there. You made that outside line kind of stick. I know the little bit old, I think it was a little bit older tires that was there, but you were able to make it work. And just walk us through the final part of the race. I mean, congratulations first and foremost on the race win.
Thank you. I do not know how I did that. I think it was just the timing of the restart. I kind of went a little bit because I thought he started to go, but he didn't. So I lit up and then went again and just had enough momentum. The guy in second fell back. So as soon as I was past the finish line and had what I felt like was enough momentum, I got to his outside and kind of pulled his quarter panel back and just went for it. I mean, just absolutely sent it.
Well, sometimes sending it works out for you, and it did for you here. And it's tough. It's a multi-group track. There's 5 lanes that you can drive here, and it seemed like everybody was utilizing all five lanes.
Oh yeah, it was more racy than I thought it was going to be, judged on how practice went. I did not expect this result tonight. I mean, we practice wasn't good, qualifying wasn't good. We drove, I believe, from 24th up to the top 10-ish. And I was like, man, we might have something here. But I kind of got off of my strategy and had to make them tires last until I felt comfortable pitting. And just timed it right, I guess.
You know what? It was sometimes it's what it is. So especially on these races, it seems like fuel strategy is going to be the big key. Brock, congratulations on the race win. It is your time to shine. Make sure you get out there and give your shout outs to everybody out
there. This is Jacob Carter's wife. He's not here tonight. It was her birthday. So happy birthday to Madison. She told me to go win it, and I made it happen on that last restart. So pretty happy about that. This makes up for Daytona and the ARCA race last week, I guess.
I tell you what, it worked out very well. A chance to actually, you put yourself into the round of 16. That's a guarantee of winning. You're in kind of situation. So that's always exciting news, especially when you're going to take a little bit of a break here and you're going to be able to have a good start for Las Vegas on the 4th.
Yep, have a lot of time to sit back and regroup, but it kind of hurts too because you might want to keep the momentum going. But hey, either way, we're gonna take it.
Well, it's going to be a ton of fun, man. Congratulations on the race win here again, and I look forward to seeing you here in a couple weeks. Happy Thanksgiving to you.
Thanks, buddy. You too.
Absolutely. Fun time and the right time. And we'll talk to Bill Hales next as kind of jumped in here. You surprised me. I went to look for you. Congratulations on a P2 finish here, Bill. And walk me through the race was kind of all over the place. You started there in 7th. Brock said it himself, very racy around the track. Kind of walk us through that last restart. You found yourself in second. You were able to be pushed on the backstretch and avoid the big one at the end.
Yeah. So it was the first race, and I had a good